Okay, strange happening video update. I just got the camera a little different angle. Show a little more of the room here. Anyway, I have two depression videos out there under the general tab. Both of them have a little bit of the strange happening stuff in it that I talk about. I never put them under the strange happening tab headings. So I'm going to include those in the description. The very first things are depression 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. It's the only 2 I've ever had, the only 2 I'll ever have, really. So I put those out there because they did include some strange happening stuff in it, if you're interested in seeing that. But they were not included under the SH heading and strange happenings playlist. They were separate under general. Let's see, also my energy level, with all the radiation treatment, I only have 2 more left. And energy level is about 20%, which somehow coincides with about what my senses are. This telepathy, the everyday driving, the pushing people, the knowing the future, all that kind of stuff. It's only about 20%. If I push it, it works, but I'm not pushing it. And my physical energy levels are the same way. If I push it, I can do stuff, but I almost collapse from it. So my fatigue levels are extreme right now after all this radiation. 42 treatments so far, 2 more to go, 44 total. So I'm looking forward to that getting over with about a week after treatment. The doctor said it'd take 4 or 5 days to start, that I will start noticing my energy levels coming back 45 days after treatment. So that's in about 1 week from now, a little over 1 week actually. From now, I'll start getting my energy levels back. Something I have noticed is I just took a shower, wet hair. I was in the shower, and again, the walls are almost transparent like glass, and I'm seeing the other places around the world through it, and I'm feeling the entities again. It seems like with this lower energy level I've had, I'm trying to compensate some of these strange abilities for it, so it's kind of weird, but I'm feeling the entities again. I've got the people's feelings coming through the wall when I see them under control, total control, so I'm good with that now, good with everything on that. And something I've started thinking about also, well, I did notice this, when kind of looking out there, you're looking at the globe of the earth and space and looking back and that kind of thing, there's little pinpoints of light on it. And I'm not talking street lights, man-made lights. Those are yellow kind of looking. These are like bluish white lights, white lights. I think they're people. I think it's people like me. And I think their senses are increasing like mine are increasing. I don't know if that has any relation to Strange Happening 55 or what it is, but I think there's other people out there like me that are waking up, this awakening weirdness going on. Their abilities may be increasing, their senses. So I don't know what's happening really. So still learning, trial and error phase. It's all new to me right now. And I was thinking about this. If I'm getting these people's emotions coming through the wall that I can feel, all this kind of thing, that should be a two-way street, right? Because the only time I ever pushed myself out was when I saw that one girl about to burn herself to death, and I reached out mentally and tried to stop her, and she heard me and voices in her head, and she lit the match anyway. I talked about that in an earlier video. So it is a two-way street, and I don't do that anymore. After that, I never ever do that anymore. Reach out in people's head and talk to them that way ever. But if I can feel these people's emotions coming through on me, I should be able to push back, and I should be able to do that to them. Now that is kind of like pushing yourself on people, intervening. I watched an interesting video of 2 people having a conversation. If you're seeing this video, you know who it was, about intervention and intervening in people's lives. Well, I might be about to do it. I've mentioned in the past helping, okay, I'm going off a tangent. Let me go back a little bit. I mentioned that I help people. I like helping people. I never explained how I did that. What I did to what I call helping people. Learned a long time ago, if I intervene in people's lives, there can be a big backlash with it. So I only physically help people in small ways. If they ask for help, help them, but only in small ways. Open the door for someone. They drop something, help them with it, pick them up. If there's somebody in a parking lot, a guy at, say, a home improvement center, and he's having a problem putting something in the back of his truck, I'll go over and help him. Small things, try to do that. But how I really help people is, back in college, you know, seeing the future, that this isn't just deja vu, it's something more. And then I could see people at a party, if they're leaving a party going to have a wreck or something like that, and I would warn the person, when you get to this intersection, stop. Stop at this intersection. You do not go through it. Do not just blindly go through it. Even if the light is green, do not go through it. Look around closely. Be careful. And it actually stopped a couple of people from having wrecks doing that. So that actually occurred, and it saved them from having wrecks. I don't know if that's a good thing. That's intervening in people's lives, according to some people. That's intervening in people's lives. I just didn't want them to have wrecks. But of course, it freaks people out, and they don't really talk to you as normal, right? But after college, learned to keep it quiet. So what I would do, my way of helping people, is if I saw that in the future, their future, and I'm with people or talking to people, I would extend the conversation, offer more tea, hold them back until that danger's past in my head, that I see what's going to happen to them on the road back home or wherever they're going. I would keep them there until the danger's past, just long enough, and then they can go on. That kind of weird, strange happening help is what I mean, how I help people. And that's what I would do, is unusual little things to try to keep them from harm. Again, that is intervening in people's lives. For the couple, having this conversation on intervening in people's lives, I totally agree with everything you say. This is just the way I do it and I work, and so I do intervene in people's lives. I don't just hermit up and solo. I am a hermit. What am I saying? I'm a hermit. I do try to stay away from people a lot, but I do try to help them at the same time without them knowing it, and this is how I do it. Little things. I try to keep it small so they don't notice, and real small stuff. God, what was I saying? Intervening. I'm going to do it again. I think I'm going to intervene. If what I'm seeing through the wall and I'm getting these people's emotions, I should be able to push back, but I'm not going to push my emotions on someone else. Boy, that's really bad, right? That's really bad. Not going to do that. But what I'm going to try is, as my physical energy levels come up from the radiation treatment being over, and my energy levels are increasing in about a week, just a little over a week from now, I'm going to try to link these little bright points around the earth, which I think are people like me, link and see if I can bring up their energy level a little bit as mine comes back. So if I can feel them out there, as my energy levels come back, I'm going to try to increase theirs as well, bring theirs up along with mine. And it's intervening, I know, but hell, I don't know, maybe that's evil and I'm just evil, okay? But it's trial and error. And all this could be crazy in my head anyway. Maybe it's not real at all. It's all fantasy. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. Because I think there's people out there really like me. And there's some kind of awakening going on. It's kind of odd. If you remember, back at the very beginning of all these videos, I said, it's time. Intuition was telling me it's time to put these videos out here. And it is. It was time. Then it switched to time's up. That's when I got my name and things started else happening. Really things started kicking off with time's up. Something else is coming through now. So a third thing is now coming through. What's coming through now is it's starting, as in present tense, not it started, but it's starting, ing. It's starting. I don't know what it's starting is. Maybe it's an awakening for more than just me. Other people out there, hopefully. I'm going to see if I can help it a bit as my energy levels come back. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. But that is the latest Strange Happenings. And the 2 videos I have linked in the description are from my Depression 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. And I do mention a little bit about Strange Happenings in both of those. Oh, I forgot something. I just got a new book in the other day I ordered. With all this stuff, it sounds really kind of crazy and dangerous what I do. A lot, and it is, it's a risky, a lot of it, but it's nothing I haven't done similar things before, and I have read a lot on different subjects, odd subjects. I just want to show you my latest book. It's this, the Voynich Manuscript. Oh, yes. I can't wait. I've started looking at it. It's beautiful, just beautiful. Nobody really knows what it says, but it's beautiful. I love it. The Voynich manuscripts. So I'm really excited about that. So we'll see what happens. And oh, I also am going to include a photo here. At the very last thing outgoing is a photo of me and my wife at our very first home in the little garden I created in the backyard. So when I say, I've researched all this kind of stuff, I always have all my life because I had to. This kind of strange happening stuff has been going on all my life. I never stopped reading books, all the way philosophy, the occult, metaphysical, psychic stuff, always, and tried to figure it out and learn how to control. So I continually read stuff. Only thing is, I'm not gonna be able to read this because nobody knows what the language it is written in. There's reproductions on these pages, some descriptions, but no one has deciphered this language. So, but it's beautiful.